Well, a Mom's a Genius update today now. Big news for two Michigan companies just a few months after I first brought you their stories. A childhood favorite is on its way to a big-time makeover, but first, goats in Pontiac. See what they're up to now. It's not what you'd expect to see among the weeds in a lot in Pontiac, but there they are, goats. They've been pressed into action for a 3-day job to goatscape this lot. There's an old basement under this overgrown mess. David Darbyshire owns the land.
I figured that the goats would have an easier job of climbing into the old basement, cleaning out the vegetation, and leaving nothing but sticks that I could go in and prune away later.
The goats belong to Amy McIntyre, owner of the company City Girl Soap. I introduced you to Amy and her goats last spring. She uses goat's milk from the females in her all-natural skin products. But when a bunch of boy goats were born, she envisioned a way to use them too. The goatscaping portion of her business was born. This is their first job.
Goatscaping is a service we provide where we will bring our herd of goats to public, private, municipal properties, and they can clear the unwanted brush, poison ivy, wild grapes instead of using manpower, and you're saving on fossil fuels and helping the earth and hugging a goat.
An electric fence keeps them contained, and you could consider their job a day-long lunch break. A win-win for all involved. And speaking of wins, it was a big one for Shauna Damon and her company Walkie Chalk. I showed you her innovative product back in April that allows you to play with sidewalk chalk standing up. When we met Shauna and her family, they had just launched a Kickstarter campaign to bring the product to market. Within 4 days, they were fully funded. And with the first round of production done, it's looking like the sky's the limit.
We had our first commitment from Hobby Lobby, and that obviously got notice from other folks that we're talking to, like a Bed Bath & Beyond and Toys R Us and Meijer.
Plans for the company right now is to get in hopefully 5 to 7 national retailers and then start to extend the product line and come up with some new items, and we'll go from there.
It's only been a year since Shauna grabbed a broken rake, zip ties, and chalk and came up with her first version of the product. Now, Creative Child magazine has named Walkie Chalk the 2016 Kids Product of the Year and 2016 Creative Play of the Year.
That's the most rewarding thing for my husband and I, just when we see people that look at it and they're like, no kidding, that's awesome. Like, it's just kind of like one of those head slap, like, oh, why didn't I think of that?
So Shauna for thinking outside the box when it comes to kids' fun, and Amy for doing the same with your goats. We again say, Mom's a genius. Now you can buy Walkie Chalk on Amazon and at the Walkie Chalk website. Shauna's offering a 15% off coupon for WXYZ viewers right now. Just head to our website, WXYZ.com, for more on that. And information as well on City Girl Soap and Amy's traveling goats as well. It's all there for you. Stephen.